Founded in 2013 with the platform launching in 2014, Eatigo has become a household name, especially among foodies, with its application for booking restaurants with discounts of up to 50%. Headquartered in Bangkok, the startup first operated in Thailand and Singapore and over the years has expanded into Hong Kong, India, Indonesia, South Korea, Malaysia, and the Philippines. The company now employs 200 staff across Asia, a third of whom are in Thailand. There have been 6 million downloads of the app in Asia, about 1 million of which have been in Thailand, and there are as many as 5,000 participating restaurants in the region, around 1,000 of which are in Thailand. I talked to Mr. Pumin Yuwajaratgun, co-founder and director, about the idea behind the app.
The idea is that the restaurant generally operate in two peak times, during lunchtime and during dinner times. But in between those, there's always an empty table. So what we do here is that we actually turn this empty table into profitability for the restaurant. Just imagine airline, for example. You might be sitting with the person next to you, but you both pay a different price. So what we're trying to do here is that we try to bring price dynamic into the restaurant as well.
The company was doing well and growing fast before the pandemic hit the hospitality industry due to lockdown measures which ordered restaurants to close. The startup is ranked as pre-Series C in terms of funding, with $25.5 million raised.
I think pre-COVID, we've been doing quite well, obviously, because we started off quite well in Thailand, Singapore, and we got a couple of big rounds of funding coming in, especially with TripAdvisor as well. So they came on board seeing our growth. So most of the country that we entered, we are either number one or number two biggest dining platform in the country. The company is during the growth phase. That's why we were trying to expand slightly up north to Korea as well. So that was in January 2020, and unfortunately, COVID hit us.
The closure of restaurants has definitely impacted the startup scene. 30% of Eatigo revenue in Thailand came from hotel buffet bookings, and that has fallen to zero since last year.
At the end of the day, it was quite tough for us because the restaurant was going through the tough times. Luckily for us, at least for Eatigo, is that because we have so many locations, the timeline that each country go into the lockdown are actually different. It was good that basically we do have some income for one or two countries, even during COVID, to keep us going.
With a slow restaurant business, Eatigo has adapted with the new options of takeaway and delivery services launched at the end of last year.
During this time, COVID, we have to operate differently. This is why we starting to venture a little bit into takeaway and delivery. We don't do the delivery ourselves. We we work with the delivery partners such as Lala Move, such as Grab to help us do the delivery. Yeah, we just bring 50% discount to your home instead of they coming to the restaurant. What we found so far is that because obviously there's so many delivery players in the market right now, right? We don't absorb the cost of the delivery, but the discount is still applicable. So what users generally do is that they would order kind of a very large order for families, and yeah. So what we've seen so far is that comparing competitors, our basket size is 2 or 3 times bigger.
Mr. Pumin is hopeful for a market recovery and for his business to grow post-lockdown.
And we are quite hopeful, really. I mean, comparing to Hong Kong, for example, when they go into lockdown and when they come out of lockdown, we actually see the revenue numbers actually exceeding the pre-COVID number. I have no doubt that the market will recover. I think the F&B business will be one of the fastest sector to recover.
Hatay Deshakituranan reporting for Thai PBS World.